back to the second episode of Football Alone Podcast. Today we have Nelson.
Hey, how are you?
How you been, man?
Good.
How's the off season treating you this time around?
Now, I'm working in more personal stuff. The things I think I need to improve because I know it's done, but we have a lot ahead. So I need to work a lot.
And I heard your family came to visit you, man. How was that?
Yeah, it was really nice. The last time I saw them was in August. So I missed them and it was really good. It was the first time here in Florida, so they enjoyed as well.
Yeah, are they still here or did they go back already?
Yeah, they are back to Portugal because they gotta work.
How was the season? Like I heard you got freshman of the year. Like how was that? Like how was the accomplishment? Like how was the feeling?
It was a really nice feeling. I came here to achieve those type of things. At the beginning, I'll say it was really hard to adapt. I've been playing in Sporting for 13 years, so it was like the real first time I changed a team. So the beginning was real hard, but I can say that I adjust well, and I'm happy to be here. And of course, it was amazing to achieve this in my first year.
And you said you've been at Sporting for 13 years?
Yeah.
How was that, man? Like, how was it playing for a professional academy?
At the beginning, like I started playing for Sporting when I was like first time I've been there. I was like 5 years old. So at the beginning, it was like I was like having fun. It was nothing like serious. I was playing with kids, like really good kids, but no one could say like you are going to be a professional player at 5 years old. But I would say like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I decided like soccer is what I want to do for my future. So
At what year did you like say, okay, I'm gonna take this seriously. I'm gonna go all out for it. Like what year at Sporting did you really come to that conclusion?
I was there. I started looking at the options I had, and things were going well. I just want to continue. I started playing soccer when I was 4 years old, so all my life has been around soccer, and I just love this sport.
When you play for the academy, like is there like strict diets and strict like procedures you guys have to take? Like how is it playing and being in academy 24/7, playing 24/7, training 24/7? How is that?
Yeah, it's like in Sporting the level was real high. We in terms of nutrition we had nutritionists, and every week we had measures to see if we need to get more weight, to lose weight. Uh, I I used to be in a good group. I was establishing. I had a good nutrition, but some of my teammates need to do extra practice, for example, to lose weight, and it's hard. Like we are young and we are almost professionals.
What were some experiences you've had at playing for Sporting?
We had a lot of experience. We played abroad a lot of times. I played against amazing teams, Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid. I have a amazing list, and that just gave me the tools that I have today. Because playing against those teams just make me better.
How was it playing against those teams? Like how was the feeling? Like who did you meet? Like what's the competition level over there?
Normally we played against those teams in tournaments, and it's just amazing. Like you play against a team like Atletico Madrid and you beat them, and you go home and feel like, wow, I just won against Atletico Madrid. It's amazing.
Did you meet any big name players like during your time playing for Sporting?
From Sporting, I have this guy. You might know, it's Nuno Mendes. He's playing now for PSG. We used to play together. Sometimes we talk. He's an amazing kid, and I just hope he can have an amazing career as he's having, because he's special. He's the best at the moment.
You guys still talk up to this day?
Yeah.
You were born in Portugal, right? You're born and raised in Portugal. And when did you transition up to the U.S.? Like, what was the whole process? Why? When did you decide that I want to come up here to play soccer?
So in Sporting, I was looking at the options, and I decided like maybe I should get a new chance to try something new. And I had a friend that was going to start playing in the US, and he talked with me and said, "Oh, maybe you should try this. It can be good for you playing in MLS in the future. You have the potential." And I decided, yeah, I'm going to try. So I joined a agency called Next Level, and they helped me in the process, and I found Stetson.
How was the whole process like coming from Portugal to playing for Sporting to coming to play for Stetson? Like, how, like, did you have other options? Like, did other schools contact you, or like, was it just Stetson and you wanted to go to Stetson?
I had a couple schools interest to have me, but it was difficult because there was COVID and many teams couldn't get new players because of the extra year of eligibility. But I don't really know like what teams wanted to have me because it was the agency that control all the process. They just found like a good agreement with Stetson and said, "Oh, we'd like to join Stetson because it can be good for you," and I accepted.
How do you like it here compared to back in Portugal?
I'd say it's so different. Uh, for me, like I would say the food. I prefer back home. Yeah, it's way better. So when I go back, like uh, it's going to be amazing for me in terms of food, because here, in the first months, it was really bad. I think I lost a lot of weight. But now I'm used to it. But I still miss Portuguese food.
When are you going back home?
I'm going back home in the second week of December, and I'm going to stay there like a month, sort of. Yeah.
Are you gonna go back and visit Sporting? Go back and see some friends, maybe?
Yeah, probably. I'm going to talk with them, try to get some dinner, lunch. Yeah, we are going to make something.
How is the culture of soccer back in Portugal? You have a lot of fans coming over to see you guys' games.
We have like a stadium, and we used to have a lot of people watching. My last season, it was impossible because of COVID. We couldn't have any people in the stands, but it's a nice culture. People love soccer. I would say it's the major sports in Portugal. Everyone wants to know about the youth teams, and it's really nice to get recognition of our work. It's amazing.
I saw you got like interviewed one time after you got freshman of the year or something like that. Like how was the feeling? Like how was that whole process?
Yeah, it was really good because that could make me be aware that people are looking at my work here. Sometimes I know some guys that are really good players, and they come here or another country, and it's like they disappear. And for example, the interview, as you said, it's really nice because I know people are watching, and that makes me keep working. Because if I was here and I knew like people don't really care, I like my motivation was not going to be the same. So it's amazing, and I just hope like people can keep watching and keep supporting as they've been doing.
Tell me about your perspective on how the season ended, because I remember watching the semifinals and everything was going so well, and in the first half in the finals everything was going so well, 0-0, and then what happened, man?
I think the main reason was like we played 2 days before, like the team was so tired, and in the first half we showed like we are a better team than them, but soccer is like that. We got a goal against. Then we got a red card, and that changed the whole game. I'm sad our season stopped there, but we have a new season coming, so let's make it better.
Is it the same way back in Portugal? Like, do you guys play a game on Friday and then a game on Sunday, or or is it like you play one game this week and then you rest and then you play a game next week? Like how?
Yeah, we play once a week, and the format is way different. It's like a league. We we play 4 points against all the teams, and then we also have a second phase where like the top six go into the second phase and just fight for being the top one in the country.
Is it like a youth Champions League, or like how did you get to play against the Atletico Madrid and Bayern Munich? How does that work?
There's the youth league. It's like the teams that are in the Champions League, the youth teams play. It's like the same groups, everything, and they play home and away. For example, tomorrow, Sporting is going to play against Dortmund at home, and if they win, they might go to the next stage.
Depends on the first team. So if the first team makes it to the Champions League, the youth team automatically goes there too.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you played in the Champions League before in the youth team?
Unfortunately, no, because at that moment, like Sporting was not making into the Champions League, so it was not our fault. It was like the first team's fault. But that's fine because we had another chances to play against amazing teams, so I'm glad with that.
When your dad came up to see you, I saw you guys had like a dinner with Luis Nani.
Yeah,
How was that, man? Luis Nani, like that's big.
yeah. Nani, I would say is like a friend for me,
Really?
cause my father was a goalkeeper coach at Sporting, and Nani was a player, so they get along with each other.
Oh, so he used to coach and help Nani, and
Yeah, he helped Nani to adapt. Also, my father was a soccer player, and Nani was a young kid when they played together, and my father also helped Nani a lot, and that's why they keep talking. And the like my parents came here, and Nani just sent a message because they want to meet each other, and it was really nice.
what's his personality like? Is he like a nice person? Is he?
Yeah, Nani is amazing person. I think sometimes people think that he's not like really humble because like he has a lot of fans. It's impossible to take pictures with everyone, but he's really nice. I've been with him a couple times before, and this time just show like he keeps being really humble. He's amazing, and I'm happy to get to know stars like him.
He plays for Orlando City right now, right?
Yeah.
Have you had any talks with Orlando City or not yet?
Now like we can't have like agents to help in the process. Like it needs to be like the draft, going on a draft, or going in the 4 years and after getting a chance in a team. But like with agents, it's impossible because it's against the rules.
What's your goals after you come from college, from Stetson?
My goal is to go pro before the 4 years. Before I came here, I want to go pro in my first year. It's the dream is not over, but it's more difficult. But next season is going to be my focus, and I hope I can make it in the second season.
What are some challenges that you faced coming up here, and some disappointments?
Maybe my biggest disappointment is the type of soccer they play here. It's not tactical. It's more physical, and it's a different soccer. But I'm fine with it. I just need to adapt. Yeah, but yeah, it's the biggest disappointment because you don't really play soccer. You need to be physical all the time and fighting, and it's hard.
It's really fast paced over here. Very, very fast paced soccer.
Yeah, like all the players are really good athletes. They cannot be like good players, but as athletes they are really good.
What's one of the favorite moments you've had up here?
Um, I was going through a difficult phase uh, because I was adapting and it was being hard. I was not scoring, and there was a game that before the game I would say my mind was not really well because I was trying a lot but it was not happening. And in that game I scored a hat trick. Like my first goals here was a hat trick, and that game changed everything. I started getting a lot of good performances. Uh, I got more opportunities with the team. I played more time, and that changed everything. I think because of that game, I won Freshman of the Year.
What position do you play?
I play as a center forward.
Were you starting at the beginning of the season, or
Yeah, I the first couple games I started. For example, my first game I was a starter, but after I was keep playing, but not starting all the time. And also there was a game that I didn't even play.
was there a reason why you didn't play?
Yeah, I talked with coach. He said the main reason was like I need to calm down and keep my mind straight and be ready for what's going next.
How is the coaches at Stetson?
They are really nice. I I used to talk a lot with them before I came here. They were trying to show me everything and make me go as fast as I can, and they are amazing persons. The season coach Jack, he was the one that who talked with me the most, and he has been just amazing. Uh, Even here, every time I need something, he tries to the best to help me, and I'm grateful.
Yeah, and you guys have a lot of international players, right? Like a lot of players from different countries. How is it with all of those different cultures or those different languages? How was it like adapting to it and just playing together?
Yeah, as I said at the beginning, was hard. Also, the team was not performing well because it's a lot of new players in just one year. Like we never played together, and it took a long time. I got an interview after the quarterfinals, and they asked me like, why do we lost against Liberty in the conference and then we won like 3-0 in the quarterfinals? And my answer was just we got to know how to play with each other. Like it's it looks strange, but it's the truth. Like a lot of new players from a lot of parts of the world, different types of playing, and we need to take time to get to it.
You said your dad played professional soccer.
Yeah.
How was that? Like have you? Did you ever see him play pro?
Yeah. I saw him playing a couple times. Not when he was like in the highest level, because it was like the moment I was born when he was in his best form. He also played for Sporting and the national team. And after he got into in small clubs due to some injuries, but he had an amazing career, and he's like my biggest inspiration.
What does he do now? Like, what job does he do? Does he still coach at Sporting? Or
This year he's working on TV, sports TV, but he's looking to get into a new club because he has been the coach of players like Rui Patricio, and when he was a coach, he got like the best goalkeeper of the Euros when Portugal won it, and I think he needs to get back to the field because I saw sometimes him in practice, and he's amazing coach. Not just because he's my father, but he's amazing.
did he ever get to play or be in the same environment with Ronaldo when back when back when Ronaldo was at Sporting or even on the national team?
Um, I never saw Ronaldo when he was at Sporting because I was like a baby, and I was able to meet him like 2 times.
Really?
Yeah. One time it was after a game of Portugal. I just met him like real quick, took a picture, and but for me, like as a kid, was the best day of my life.
Yeah. Wow. meeting CR7.
And another time, it was after a Sporting game. Sporting played Real Madrid for Champions League, and I got a chance to meet him again, but it was like as good or even better as the first time.
Yeah. You just took another picture, or you got to have a little conversation. No, you didn't get to.
Yeah, we changed a couple words, but of course I got a new picture because I need to adapt to get a new one.
Yeah. Every
To,
time.
yeah, to put on Instagram. Yeah.
Is there like any other players you've met, um, when you were younger, or like just coming to see games and stuff?
Yeah, I met a couple, not a couple, like I'll say a big amount of players. Cause my father was a coach, so after game, he, I went to meet him, and there were all the players. Uh, some big names, I would say Hazard.
Wow, Eden Hazard. Wow, how was that?
We didn't really talk. It was like more for the picture, but it was amazing. Also, my father was able to get him the jersey. So yeah, it's amazing. I still have it back home.
You didn't bring it up here with you? Why not? Why didn't you bring it up?
It's a long sleeve shirt, and we are in Florida. But maybe when I go for holidays, I'll bring it.
Do you wear it, or you just put it up in your room and stuff? Because if it was me, I wouldn't wear it. I would put it up there and just have it up there just to admire.
No, I'll wear it. I'll wear it.
Did you get like the signature too, or just a shirt?
Yeah, there's a signature.
And you wear it? I would not wear it. I would just have it up there.
Also, I have like Quaresma. I have a jersey. My father, when he played, he got Casillas. Yeah, we have a really nice collection.
Who's your favorite player?
Of course, it's Ronaldo.
It's Ronaldo. Why Ronaldo?
A lot of people like here they meet me and say, "Oh, you love Ronaldo because you're Portuguese." But no, it's not because I'm Portuguese. He also is, but like he played in a lot of different teams, and he was the best in each team. Like he went to he was in Sporting, 18 years old, making the difference. He went to United in 1-2 years. He got the best player in the world. Then he moved to Real Madrid, a legend. Juve, still a legend. Now United, he keeps scoring and scoring, and he's almost 40 years old. Like he, I don't know when he's going to stop, but I just hope to see him playing a lot of more time.
Is it like a pride thing when you guys know that Ronaldo came or he started in Sporting?
Yeah, it gives a lot of motivation, and also we in the recent years we saw a lot of players from the youth teams playing the first team, and that just makes us like believe even more, because the dream is something everyone can reach. Of course, you need to have luck. You need to work. You need to have something different than the others. But the dream is there. Like you just need to climb.
How many players do you know that make it, and how many players do you know that don't? Like, and if you don't make it, like what do they do after?
It depends. Like there are players who just give up and try to find a job or something, and others keep reaching, keep looking to achieve the dream, but they just go to smaller teams and try to do it, but not in a high level of Sporting.
At Sporting, like a big club like Sporting, like it's probably really hard and really competitive too to make it to that first team or to perform and get seen. So, at what level did you play? Like, what was the highest level you played in Sporting before you moved up to the U.S.?
Um, the highest level, he was playing with the under 23s as a 17-year-old.
How was that?
Yeah, it was really good. I played like 2 games for them, and I think I got 2 goals. But yeah, it's amazing to play with bigger guys, and also gives me like a different perception of the game. Also, I was able to practice with the B team, and I practiced 2 times with the first team.
How was it practicing with the B team?
It was nice. Like in that day, also another 2 guys from my team went there, so I was it was easier because I had my friends with me. Also, I knew some guys from the B team, so it was really nice.
Do you think that if you stayed in Portugal, you would have eventually made it to that first team?
Uh, it's hard,
Yeah.
but I think I could make it. Cause like I look at the games now, and I like from the team I used to play, and I look maybe I could fit there. Like that's the feeling I have.
And do you have any friends that have made it to the first team yet, or just they're still fighting to get there?
Yeah, I have a couple friends. There's Nuno Mendes. Also, there's a guy that he's even younger than me, and he got his debut. He's called Dario. Maybe you don't know him, but he's a really nice kid, and now he's playing for the B team. But he has time to get to the first team.
Do you have any friends that have made it to the national team?
Yeah, I have a couple friends. Maybe to the national team, like with Ronaldo and those players. Maybe Justin Mendes, because now he's playing for PSG, of course. But I have a couple friends that are playing in the youth national team, and I hope I can still make it, because I have time, and I am performing well, so I just hope like the people they are watching and they can give me the chance.
How do you think you guys will do next season at Stetson?
It really depends, like if we have players leaving the team, if we have good players coming, but we can make something really good. I believe the team, and next year we are going to be more connected. We are going to be since the beginning, so the results are going to come earlier, and that's just amazing. Like we have amazing potential. This team can go to the national tournament like easily.
Can you run me through like how the whole process works? Because you have your ASUN conference. So what happens when you win your ASUN conference? Like what's next?
Like we have the ASUN conference, and I think the top 6 teams go to the ASUN tournament, and from the tournament, just the team who wins it goes to the national, and then in the national, yeah, it's the best teams in the country playing like win or die.
Do you believe that next year when you guys come together again, you guys can get to that level?
Yeah, definitely. I think we are going to be the best team in the conference next year.
I believe so too. I think you guys have a lot of skilled players that can really push and go. Is there any times where you would think that, okay, maybe I should have stayed in Sporting?
Maybe at the beginning. Yeah, at the beginning, the things were not going well. I was having a difficult time, and of course I thought about it a couple times. I used to call my parents saying, "Oh, I can't be here anymore," but their advice was, "Keep working, and you'll see results in the future." And I believe them. I also talked with the assistant coach one time because he knew I was not feeling well and I was not at my best, and he told me the same because people like he bring me here because he believed me. He believed like I could help the team with my my abilities, and I trust him because I also knew I can do way better. I was not at my best, like not even close. So I just start working even more, doing extra sessions, going to the gym after practice, uh, getting a better, um, getting better in terms of sleep, in terms of food. I was I changed a lot, and yeah, that made me uh, help the team in a near future.
How does sleep, getting better sleep, and eating better, and going to the gym, like how does that affect you and your playing time and how you play on the field?
Uh, Sleep is one of the most important things, but sleep is like nothing if you don't eat well. Uh, Having 8 hours of sleep, 9 hours is recommended because it's enough like to for your body to get rest and your muscles to recover. But if you sleep more than that, it's not going to be good for your body because you'll feel like your body is breaking, and that's why if people sleep a lot, they feel like a lot relaxed. About eating, you don't need to eat like perfect every day. Uh, for example, there are there's something called cheat days, and that's also good. Like sometimes you can eat burgers or pizza or something like that. Because in my case, I need to get weight, and uh, those cheat days help me with that. I also like to take some protein to help my body. So when I go to the gym, I get my protein, and it helps to for my body cells to recover as fast as they can. Because sometimes I like to go to the gym twice a day. So without protein, I will just feel like super tired the day after.
Yeah, because I remember when I went to Germany, because I went to Germany for 2 weeks, like twice, and we would tour Hertha Academy, one of the like top academies in Germany, and they would have a strict diet where they would not be allowed to drink juice on certain days. It's just water, and then they wouldn't be allowed to eat like junk food at all, and it was just so hard. It's like very strict. Was that the same way it was in Sporting?
Yeah, there we to drink was just water. Also, we had like it's like a tea, but not maybe a tea, but it was like healthy, so we could drink that. Uh, we also had things like to help with muscle recovery, and the food was like healthy every day because we need to stay healthy to perform in the biggest stages and to keep a high level in the 90 minutes.
How was it playing in the cold up there?
In Portugal, it's cold, but just in the winter. But yeah, when it's cold there, it's like really cold. When we were in Nashville, it was like 0 degrees, and it was like I was playing in Portugal. But I it's not hard for me. Like I've been my whole life playing with conditions like that, so I'm more than used to do it. So it's totally fine.
Have you ever gotten faced with injuries before?
I just had one injury in my whole career, and it was nothing like really serious, and it didn't took me out of the game field because it was at the end of a season. It was related with my knee. Um, it's a like an injury that you have when you are growing up, like uh, your knee is like developing like the fibers inside. So I just need to get some rest and some treatments. So it took me like the whole summer to recover for the injury, like 3 months.
What was like the biggest moment or like the biggest performance you've had playing for Sporting, and against which team was it?
There was a tournament, and we played in the quarterfinals of the tournament against Atletico Madrid, and like my father was there, and he all the time we talk about stories of me playing as a young kid. He says it was my best performance ever. I I was playing as a winger, and I like in that game everything I did was good. I I helped in defense. I got a goal, and it was just amazing. I left the game like feeling like a superhero. It was crazy.
Did you guys play in Spain or was it in Portugal?
I was in Portugal in a tournament in the south. Actually, we won the tournament. It was like a lot of international teams. The final was against Espanyol. It's yeah. They were really nice, and that quarterfinal was just crazy. I left the game and I didn't know what happened because I was just surprised. Like it was like everything's so good. It was so crazy.
Have you ever traveled out of Portugal to play for Sporting?
Yeah. Um, the last tournament I had outside the country was in Germany, in Frankfurt. Also, I had some tournaments in France. There was one in Brazil. I think we never played in the USA, but around Europe we played like almost everywhere. I remember one in Denmark. Yeah, that one was hard because of the cold.
Oh, so it gets like even colder in Denmark than it is in Portugal?
Yeah, way colder. But that was a amazing experience.
And how is it just playing and visiting those different those different countries and experiencing those different cultures? How is that?
It's quite funny because when we were in Germany, like they don't really get dinner. They just get like some sandwich with ham or cheese.
That's it?
Yeah, and like in the first day we were going to the place to get food, and they said like, oh, that's what we got for you because we are used to do this. And we were like it's impossible to eat this. Like we are not used to get just this food. And like the day after, like we got like the same lunch and dinner because we asked them to cook more because like for us to perform well, just getting like a sandwich for dinner is not enough.
Did you guys ever get some time to like visit and just explore the countries?
It depends. Like there are some tournaments that we have a lot of games, like games that, every day, or sometimes we have like like 2 games every day, and it's hard. But there were some tournaments that we were able to visit. Not a lot. Like there was one in France. We were in Nice, and we were able to go to Monaco to see the city like for one day. It was also like in the moment of the Euros 2016, so like a lot of activities in the streets. Like the streets were full, a lot of people there, so it was amazing.
What was your schedule like playing for Sporting? Like the days of the week, like how many days would you train and how many days would you have to rest?
We were practicing 5 days a week, and a game on one of the days of the weekend, and one day to rest.
So you guys never had time for a girlfriend, huh? Did you have a girlfriend back in Portugal?
No, no, there was no time for that.
How are the girls back in Portugal compared to here?
Portugal, like in Portugal, it's just like Portuguese girls basically, and here you have from everywhere. Yeah.
Which one do you rather, the ones from Portugal or the ones from here?
Nah, Portugal's better.
What are some like tips you would give like players that or international players that are here and that's just wanting a little breakthrough or just struggling? Like what are some tips you would give them to help them just get on their game and just fight for it, keep on fighting?
I would say them to keep believing, because if they are reaching the dream, they are fighting to achieve it. They just need to keep going, work a lot, because being a professional, you need to be different. You need to work harder. You need to have different attributes, and even if you feel you are not good enough, sometimes you just need to keep working. Like I did, I went more times to gym. I I focus more on the off pitch activities. So they just need to believe in themselves, keep confident, and that's the biggest tip I can give them.
Was there any point in your career where someone would tell you that you're just not good enough to make it?
I would say yes. I was playing for Sporting, like, and I felt like some people were not believing me. Like I was performing well, to be honest, but they were like not giving like their confidence to me. Like I was not feeling really well, so at first that was like a reason for me to come here, because I need to like to get away from it, like to be mentally well, and I think I made the best choice.
And was there any point where you were like, man, I think I should just give up?
No,
Never?
no, I never decide that, because it's my dream. Like when I established that this is what I want for my future, like I just said, I can go in difficult phases, but no one can.
Kick you down. Yeah. That's a really good mindset. And I really hope you make it, man. Do you think we can get Nani on the podcast?
It's hard, but we never know.
Never know. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming out. Appreciate you sharing your story. I would like to thank you guys for all the love you showed to me like last episode, and we're gonna keep on bringing some more bangers, man. I wish you the best of luck and have a good day, man.